on everyone, Gilman with Live Stocks back with another Tesla update video, taking a look at how Tesla stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels to look out for moving into the future, and based on that, what the stock can do moving forward. So if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new. You guys have killed it with the support recently with the likes and subscribes and commenting down below about my videos, helping you out. I've been trading and investing for a while. I'm learning something new every day, and to share it with you guys and you guys finding it helpful, really means a lot to me. So thank you to each and every one of you that watch my videos, and I really hope that you guys find these videos helpful. Yeah, drop a comment what your Tesla plays were for today and how those worked out for you. I know I was talking to a lot of you guys, and we all had some calls or bought some stocks. I had calls as well that I exited today for a decent gain thanks to the push up yesterday after hours. Hopefully you guys were able to make some profit as well because of that. So wasting no more time, let me hit record and we will get right into it. So taking a look at the one-day chart, Tesla was up $24.56, which is 4.32%. So from yesterday's video, we mentioned that we were trading in the 560s, and then the Goldman Sachs price update came through and we were pushed to the 580s, trading sideways. And then the thing I was watching out for is to see whether we kind of push up in the pre-market or if we see kind of indication of a selling off. We pushed up to 596, remember that 600 level resistance, before we kind of went down a little bit. And right out of the gate, right, if we go back to yesterday or the day before, what we'll notice is every day right out the gate we would sell off, right? So Monday and Tuesday especially, we sold off pretty hard. However, today was not the case, right? We were kind of sideways, went down just a little bit, but only by like $5-10, and then we pushed up again, this time making a lower high than we had in pre-market of 596. We made a 595 high, and then we broke below VWAP. And then again, another interesting day for Tesla, as for most of the day it was kind of sideways, below VWAP, hitting VWAP, get rejected, go up, hit VWAP, make it above, but even then it was kind of revisiting VWAP, looking like it was going to hang out here for a while. And then in the second half of the day we got a late push, and we kind of separated ourselves from VWAP, pushed all the way up to 598.97. Again, that 600 level sort of acting like a mental resistance right now. And then we kind of closed, saw a little bit of push down right there due to the Pfizer news that came out of the vaccine. They're not going to be able to deliver as many vaccines as they had hoped, so the whole market dropped. If we take a look at SPY, what we'll see is huge drops. So compared to that, Tesla wasn't really that bad of a drop, and then we kind of closed near VWAP, which is really good. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart and the daily chart and see what we see. There's a lot of things that we're sort of watching out for. So today's candle looks pretty nice, right? We're back up where we were 2 days ago, not like yesterday's candle that kind of pushed us down, and we were making a lower low. Today we made a higher high and a higher low from yesterday. 2 days ago our high was 597.85, so we also knocked that out with a 598 high point. So what are we watching now? Moving up, right? What we're watching is today's high of 598.97. That's sort of the first point we watch, which really coincides with that 600 level that's acted as a mental resistance for the stock for the last couple of days now. So that would be sort of the first point we watch. If we break that, the 607.80 that we set on the November 30th, which was Monday, is sort of the next point to take out as the high. Then like I've been saying, that would be an all-time high for Tesla. So it becomes a matter of where we find buyers and where those buyer stops, and supply meets demand, and that's where we kind of stop going up, right? 620, 630, 650s, right? Remember, a lot of S&P inclusion, a lot of those indexes still have to buy Tesla stock, so that could be great for the stock moving forward. That being said though, Tesla stock, if we take a look here, and I just sort of, go from $400 to $600, it's been a 50% rise in about 2 weeks. So someone who bought in 2 weeks ago is up 50%. Could see a sell-off, could see some profit taking as well. So it's really important, for at least from my perspective, to kind of watch the numbers, right? Watch what the stock's doing instead of trying to just predict what it's doing and say, I think it's going to go up tomorrow, right? Watch the levels and see if it pushes up, and see if it makes it to 597 tomorrow, if it can just grow, break through and then push towards 600, break 600 and push towards 607. That means the stock has enough momentum, enough volume, and enough people interested to kind of make it up there, right? But if it's trading sideways tomorrow, can't even take out today's high, starts pushing down and starts going, through support levels like no other, that's a different story, right? So that's personally how I like to trade. Instead of just going, hey, I think this is going to go up, I like to look at the numbers and then kind of get in and get out with those support and resistance points that I discuss. So let's take a look at the EMAs on the daily chart, right? What we saw yesterday was we bounced a little bit before the 8 EMA chart. We closed above the 8 EMA, which comes in today at around 560. And that I think would be the first level of support. And that's backed up by the 21 EMA at 509 if we fall that much. And then you guys know I've been looking at the 4-hour chart. I typically look at daily charts, but I'm also looking at the 4-hour chart here. Kind of going back to the same point, what we saw was we've seen bounces from the 21 EMA here, the 34 EMA here, but now we are above 8, 21, and 34. So as we could see, the first 4 hours of the day today, this was one of the levels that I was watching, was the 8 EMA on the 4-hour chart, which comes in right at 584.13, and our bounce today, our low for today was 582.43. So I think that first level is what I'm watching, the 8 EMA on the 4-hour chart, just as a soft level of support. And then if that drops and I'm watching the 21 at 578, then I'm watching the 34 at 560, 578. And then from a price action perspective, right, what I'm watching is the low of today, right, which kind of coincided with the 8 EMA as I talked about, but the low of today is at 582. If we drop tomorrow, that 582 is where we could find support. If not, the low of yesterday is 541 that I'm watching next. There's a lot of moving average lines and EMAs that I discussed as well that are in between those two levels. So for me it's the low of today, which was 582. If we break that, I go to my next level of support, which is kind of with that EMA. Then it would be that 21 and 34 EMA, then yesterday's low. So just something to keep in mind, right? It doesn't have to find support at any of those levels, or it could find support at the first one. That is something we won't know. And then the other thing that I've sort of been sharing with you guys is this chart right here. I just have it pulled up on my Tastyware because I have different settings on different charts. But what I'm watching here is the 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart and the 180-day SMA on the 4-hour chart. The reason being, if we scroll back just a little bit and go back to the late August timeframe, the last time we dropped, we were in the 468s. We dropped all the way until we got to the 180-day SMA on the 4-hour chart, which ended up being 340. So we dropped from almost $500, high 400s, to the mid 300s. Happened again here. When we got below it in the 400s, we dropped all the way to the high 300s. So that's another level. Oh geez, what happened there? So that's another level that I'm watching, right? As you guys know, a couple days ago we made it below that, but with that after hours push yesterday, we're now above it. So that EMA comes in right at 582.70. We are at 593 right now. So I'm watching that closely because a break of that, and I'm not saying it's going to fall all the way to the SMA because that's at 459. But we could see a push to 550, maybe even 500. Again, the difference between this time and the last time that this happened was this time we still have a lot of indexes that need to buy Tesla to be included, as a part of their indexes, as a part of the S&P tracking that a lot of indexes do. That's the difference this side. But notice that, so thought I'd share it with you guys if you guys want to follow that as well. It's a 4-hour chart. We've got the 8 EMA, or excuse me, the 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart, and then the 180-day SMA is where I found support last time. Again, not saying it's going to do this entire fall, but I'm watching it. If it breaks that, then looking to get out of. I don't have any current trades right now, but that'll sort of determine how I take any more trades. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are taking on any new trades or what your trade plan with Tesla is. And like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for watching my video. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day. And until next time.